All right, y'all. Welcome and blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, Imatama Deber Ivrit. And man, Bitcoin is getting a bounce right now, guys. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the long trade I'm currently in, and I want to talk about how Market Cipher just don't lie, y'all. In the past few days, I have really come to understand that if Market Cipher is giving me a signal, I should take that seriously. I should take it seriously because oftentimes I am tempted to say, yeah, I know Market Cipher is saying this, but I think we're going to come higher, or I think we're going to come lower. So yeah, let's take a look at this. And yeah, I'm not saying, guys, that we're going to the moon from here. I'm not. But what I want to do is I want to talk about what's happening right now, what my plan is, what I think is going to happen for the weekend. Stay tuned. We will be live in 40 seconds. All right, y'all, we are live, and it looks like CryptoFace just went live too. Shout out to CryptoFace, by the way. Pretty cool dude, and the creator of Market Cipher. That's so interesting. He just went live right now, 6 seconds ago. Oh, wait a second. No, he just stopped streaming 6 seconds ago. So he's no longer live. Was he long or short? Looks like he was short. Well, all right, here we are on the Bitcoin chart. And as you guys can see, we just got this nice little bounce right here. And yeah, so I took the long. I woke up and here's what I saw when I woke up in the morning. I come over to the Bitcoin charts and I saw this. I saw Bitcoin forming a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. So momentum was making a higher low while price was making a lower low. And then I came over to the lower time frames, like the 24 minute. And what did I see on the 24 minute? I saw the same thing, right? Divergence. Money flow coming up, momentum coming up, price coming down. I adjusted this trend line a little bit to say, look, we have a touch here. We came down, we have a touch here. We have another touch right here. And so we're coming to a support. We have these massive divergences forming. We come down to the 6 minute. And we had the same thing, right? We just had this massive divergence forming. I came down to the 1 minute. And on the 1 minute time frame, look at this, right? As we are getting ready for that pump candle, we just see this, right? This massive divergence. And so what I did was I went long here. I've already locked in profits. I actually went long here, got out here, got back in down here, and I'm currently in the trade right now. And so that trade is in some pretty good profit right now. I've already got my stop. I've already taken out maybe like 40% of the trade, give or take. I've got my stop loss above the entry. This trade is locked in. And I'm still in the short, guys. I'm still in the short from a few days ago. I'm currently getting paid just to stay in the short right now. I'm pretty sure the funding fee is paying me, because when I woke up this morning and I took a look at my trades, I had daily P&L, even though I did not take any P&L out today for that short. And then this is the long from yesterday that I am no longer in. That was a pretty nice long from yesterday, where, you know, we were waiting for something to happen, and it did happen. And I forget where exactly. Yeah, I forget which trade it was that I posted here. I guess it was this trade here. This trade right here. Yep, it was this trade here where we did get the bounce right off the 0.65 and locked in the profit. So it's been kind of interesting, because as we've been in this massive downtrend, I've been mostly longing, and the reason for that is because I missed this perfect short up here, and the only short that I actually did get into is, I think it was somewhere up here, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it was somewhere up here. So I'm still in this short from here, but then I've been catching these little tiny bounces, like this one right here, caught this one here, caught this one here, and now I'm getting this one here. So I'm just finding myself in a position where I'm counter trading the trend. So if we look at the, oh, and by the way, I've been getting a lot of questions. To access this private Discord, you have to go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. And in here, we have a community of very good traders, and I also do my best to post daily technical analysis updates, like this one today, where, you know, we noticed this this bullish divergence forming on the 1 hour. That's a powerful thing. That is a powerful thing. Bullish divergences on the 1 hour. Let me see here. Potentially even forming one on the 4 hour too, guys. If we just, you know, if we draw this trend line like this, we're potentially even forming a bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Does that mean it's going to confirm? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, if we take a zoom out here, we can see on the daily time frame that we are still trading. You know, hang on, let me clean up this chart a little bit here. Let me just clean it up. I don't want it to be too dirty. Here we go. This is much better. So guys, we're still basically trading within now two falling wedge patterns. We have the macro wedge, which are these upper and lower trend lines that I'm turning on and off right now. And then we have the local falling wedge. That local falling wedge is like this thing right here, which you can see we're getting a bounce off of the lower trend line here. And so it's just very interesting to see how price is kind of respecting these levels. Typically, a falling wedge is a bullish pattern where price will break to the upside. So if we come down, you know, price usually does break to the upside. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the Bitcoin price. There are some people out there who maintain a bullish sentiment on the market, including some Bitcoin TA analysts who I actually respect very much, who I follow. I don't know if is anybody familiar with the Crypto Vigilante. It's Jeff Berwick from the Dollar Vigilante and his team over there. Some of those analysts, which are very good, especially at macro TA. I'm not talking about like the day-to-day. I'm talking about macro TA. They still maintain a bullish sentiment on the market and say things like, well, because China had to move all their mining facilities and they're opening them up elsewhere, once that happens, Bitcoin will start pumping again. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But what I do know is a falling wedge is typically a bullish pattern. And if we just, you know, I don't know who just texted me, asked me how's the new baby. If we just take this thing and give it a target, it's taking us back up to the top of the range, right? The $40,000 area. So it really would not surprise me at all if this thing does break bullish in the long term. It wouldn't surprise me if we find ourselves back up around 40K before getting a rejection and losing the range. On the other side of that Bitcoin, it would not surprise me at all if we fall down and lose the wedge and in the 20,000s. That would not surprise me at all. So for the past few days, I think it's really important just to take a look and see that whenever, like yesterday, for example, if Market Cipher is giving us a bullish signal, it's important to take that seriously. Like right here, I remember last night I longed right here. It was a very small move, like 1.5%, but the reason I took a long here was because Market Cipher was giving us a bullish divergence on the 2-hour time frame, which did give us about a 1.28% move, give or take, a 1.28% move. Now, I was not looking to take a long here because I thought we were going to come lower. The reason I thought we were going to come lower is because we lost. If I turn off all the fibs I got on right now and just turn on a fib that I want, we had lost the 618 level, which is a very important Fibonacci retracement level. If we pull our fib from that low to that high, and then we turn on our 618 and our 0.65, you can see we lost this important support, and I was using this support to catch long trades up in here. And so I figured because we're losing the support, we're probably going to come down to the next daily level around 30.3. But Market Cipher was doing a bullish divergence on the 2-hour, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just go long, even though we're not necessarily at a level that I'm looking for. Let me just go long and see what happens. Well, I did go long. It was a pretty nice move, and this is something I did post about in the TA channel, right? A bullish divergence is printing on the 2-hour, and what do you know? Market Cipher doesn't lie. With the 2-hour divergence, is a massive 1.3% move. And then also with the bearish divergences as well with Market Cipher, I've noticed, they don't lie, right? They do not lie. Like for example, yesterday, pulling this from this high to this low right here, turn on our levels, right? We're coming up to a 382 level. I was hoping yesterday that we would come up a little bit higher. I was hoping that we would come up to maybe this high right here, this wick. I was hoping we could grab some liquidity from up here before we came lower at around 32.1. But as we're coming up to the 382 level, last night, I remember in the Discord, we were pointing out the fact that we're getting a bearish divergence on the 12-minute time frame on Market Cipher B, and I should have taken it more seriously. I could have actually added to my short here, but I did not. I did not short here, even though I should have. And the reason is because, again, I wasn't taking Market Cipher as seriously as I should have. I was waiting for higher levels, but I'm starting to learn if I'm getting the signals, I should at least consider more entering a trade. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you have some levels marked out and you are using Market Cipher, you can really get those good entries. And by the way, guys, if anybody wants to learn this stuff and you want to learn technical analysis, you want to learn how to use Market Cipher, how to mark out your support and resistance levels, how to use Fibonacci, check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. We go over, you can check out the testimonials. Honestly, this course has really changed the way people trade. Many people have started making money in these markets because of this course, and it's nothing groundbreaking, y'all. It just goes through basic technical analysis. The most important things you need to know to get started, or if you've been trading for a while and you're struggling to get into that groove to find your edge, this will definitely give you a great starting point where we go over TA, assuming you've never even looked at a chart before, right? We go over everything: Fibonacci, support and resistance, moving averages, patterns, how to trade patterns while they're forming, how to take profit, setting a stop loss, Market Cipher, how to create and backtest a strategy, how to use an exchange, risk management, guys. The most important part of trading is risk management, because it will allow you, even if you're not the best trader and you are losing, let's say, 6 out of 10 trades, you can still be profitable over time if you have this under control. So check it out. There's a discount in the description of the video. And let me pop into the chat real quick. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. May God bless all of you. Let's get this video up to 500 likes, y'all, because if we can, I will do a 0.025 Bitcoin giveaway. So J-Boy Bullish wants to know what happened to Tom Crown. The poor guy got food poisoning, and he couldn't do the show. So we'll have to reschedule that. So let's check out the chat. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to Mo from Malaysia. Shout out to Time for Agorism, holding it down in the chat as usual. Money for the People wants to know, is this a good place to short? Well, here's my personal opinion about that. My personal opinion about, is this a good place to short? I would say, yeah, potentially so. I would say potentially so, because we have the, if we take a look here, right, we have a bearish divergence on the 12 minute right here, which is unconfirmed as of yet, guys, unconfirmed. But I would say this. We currently have a green dot on the 2 hour printing, and it is a divergence, right? So I can't tell you what to do, but I will say this. I'm currently in a long, and my long is locked in, and I am not currently looking to enter a short position. Let me see what we got going on here. Yeah, I would not short here. That's just me, guys. I'm already in a short from higher. And, you know, we could drop from here, absolutely. But I don't see really any confirmations besides perhaps this divergence that we have. No, I actually don't see any really confirmations. If we get a money flow crossover here on the 3 minute, that'll probably put us up a little more. I'm looking for some higher levels to add to a short, to be honest with you guys. And I know I just said, even though if I'm looking for higher levels, I would consider entering a trade. But here's the thing. I don't have my confirmations to enter a short trade right here. I don't. I have bullish divergences coming across all the time frames, including potentially the 4 hour right here. Okay, potentially. And, yeah, like I said, I'm already in a short. I'm in 2 longs and 1 short. And that's how I like to roll. I like to play both ends of the candlesticks, right? If we take a look at a candlestick right here, let's find a good one. Let's take a good one. I play both ends, right? I light this wick on fire, and I light this wick on fire. And what that allows me to do is, if the price is going up, I can shave some profit off my long. If the price is going down, I can shave some profit off my short. And I just see my daily PNR go up, up, uppity, up, uppity, up, up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into the chat here. Okay, so DRB says, yesterday we did that same thing, but it didn't play out. How can we tell whether the lower or higher divergences will end up playing out? So, what's extremely important about divergences and whether or not they will play out is the more confluence across multiple time frames you have, the more likely it is to play out. The higher the time frame, the more likely it is to play out. But it's also very important that we go through our order of operations when entering a trade. This is my order of operations for trading with Market Cipher in a sideways market. And the first step is price needs to come to your level. Price needs to come to your level. And not only does price need to come to your level, but it needs to be an important level, right? So, for example, this is an important level here for multiple reasons. One, it's a trend line. Two, if we take a look here at our daily time frame, we can see that Also, it was a wick from right back here, okay? A lot of times you'll get bounces off of wicks. This is something important to remember. Now, of course, we did get a swing failure pattern off of that wick right here back on the 8th of June. I remember this trade. It was the day before my son, Lil Fib Casper, was born. And it was also the day before Big Butts 28's birthday. But, you know, I just noticed that confluence right there where we came down, we touched on that wick, we touched on the trend line, and we came up from there. Not the most reliable level in the world, guys, but because Market Cipher was doing the divergence on the 1 hour, the 2 hour, I went for it. But really, we should be waiting for, if we want to catch the best trades, you want to make sure you're on a really good level. So, for example, the fib from this swing low here to this swing high up here. Let's see. I remember yesterday it looked a little bit different. Is that possible? Maybe because I'm on the daily time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame here. And let's pull our fib from this swing low right here to this swing high right up here. Yeah, okay, so yesterday, let's take a look. Let me zoom out of here. We came down to our, I guess I already had that fib on the screen, right, guys? Yesterday, we came down to this fib level right here, and we did get a bounce right out of this fib level. And not only was it a fib level, guys, but it was also a daily level, right? Look at this, a fib, golden pocket, and a daily level. Not only was it a daily level, but it was also a high volume node. So if we wait for lots of confluence like this, you can pretty much say, yeah, we're going to get some kind of bounce from here. And so that's the first step. The first step of trading with Market Cipher, at least the way I do it, is a price needs to come to a level that you have marked out on your chart. And if price is not at your level, then you don't really want to enter a trade. And if price is at your level, then you want to take a look at the higher time frames. The 4-hour, by the way, we're getting a 4-hour green dot. That's awesome. That's awesome. You want to take a look at the 4-hour and ask yourself, is the 4-hour looking bullish? And if it is looking bullish, take a look at the 2-hour and ask yourself, is the 2-hour looking bullish? And if it is, take a look at the 1 hour and ask yourself, is the 1 hour looking bullish? Now, guys, when I saw price coming down to this trend line right here and that wick level, I went through the process. I said, look, price is coming to a level. How's the 4-hour look? Bullish divergence on the 4-hour. How's the 2-hour look? Bullish divergence on the 2-hour. How does the 1 hour look? Bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Hadn't confirmed yet, but it was looking juicy, right? It looked super juicy. This is juicy. What kind of juice? Grape soda. That's what kind of juice. Grape soda. The way we know it's grape soda is because if we look at the money flow, what color is it? What color is that? It's purple, right? Just like grape soda. And so, you know, it's like, man, this is looking pretty juicy right here, like grape soda. So, you know, I'm like, okay, price is at a level. The higher time frames are telling me we're going up. What are the lower time frames telling me? Well, I start with the 24-minute bullish divergence. Look at this. Not only, guys, not only was momentum diverging upward as price is coming down, making a lower low, momentum's making higher lows, and the money flow. If we just draw a trend line here, the money flow is coming up. So money's coming into Bitcoin while price is coming down. Means we need to have a correction, okay? Then we go to the 12-minute. What do we see on the 12-minute? The same thing. Not only do we see, you know, the momentum coming up like this, but we see the money flow coming up as well like this. And, you know, money flow, we can look at this. You know, it's important to mark like money flow lows and highs. So we see that we came up to a blue wave and then we come back down to a purple wave. The purple wave is not as low as this purple wave back here. Over time, if money flow is printing, every time money flow crosses above and turns blue and crosses below and turns purple, if you can see over time that the blue waves are printing higher highs and the purple waves are printing higher lows. So if the blue is printing higher highs and the purple is printing higher lows, you can tell that overall money flow is coming up. So the lower time frames are telling us, okay, we're coming up. So then we got to go down to maybe even the 1 minute. That's where I actually entered the trade. The 1 minute, as we're touching the level perfectly, we're getting a bullish divergence. We're getting the bullish divergence. Price is coming down. Momentum is just coming up like crazy right here. And yeah, so that's how you know it's legit. That's how you know it's legit. So let's just take a look here on the 1 minute. Potential bearish divergence on the 1 minute here, guys. This is a bearish divergence where momentum is coming down like this and price is coming up like this. This is called a bearish divergence, which means there needs to be some kind of a correction. And you can see, even if we just do this here, we can see that there was a correction right there. And usually if there's a bearish divergence happening and it's something like this, and we print that high and momentum comes down, and then we come back up and we're unable to hit that first high, or we just tap that same level again, like you can see right here, we came up, we were unable to put in a higher high. We got rejected off that same level, and we're putting in now an even lower high on the momentum. If this starts happening on like the 12 minute time frame right here, where we do a bearish divergence here, let me show you actually a real life scenario of that. And actually also let me just scrape some profit out of here, because I don't trade over the weekends. And wow, my trade's up a lot, guys. 47%. Yeah, I'm gonna limit out a little bit right here. I hope the limit order gets filled. We'll see. The order submitted might not get filled. Might not get filled. That's okay. That's okay. I don't like to market out of trades, guys. I just don't. The reason is, I don't like those fees, I don't like those fees. So let me show you a real life where price is going to come down. Was yesterday, right? This is looking pretty like we're going to come down here actually. So look at what happens when we print the bearish divergence, right, for the first time as we come up here. After that, we are unable to, well, actually the 12 minute doesn't really, the 6 minute shows it better. After we hit this high, this first high up here, okay, we wick up to there, and we print the red dot on the 12 minute, on the 6 minute, which gives us the bearish divergence, right? That's our first bearish divergence, is where we come up to here and lower wave. And from that point, if you notice, we're unable to hit that high again, right? We keep trying, but we're unable to. When you see that we keep trying, but we're unable to, and momentum continues to come down like this, that's how you know we're actually going to come down. That's how you know we're actually going to come down. Especially if money flow is in the blue. If money flow is about to curve up like this, be a little bit more cautious with your shorts. But if money flow is in the blue and it looks like we're coming down, then you can take that more seriously. This is the short instance that we were looking at last night. And if we come to the 1 hour and we just take a look at what was happening on the 1 hour as we're coming up to this area, right? The VWAP is starting to curve downward on the 1 hour. If we come to the 24 minute, we can see that as we're coming to this point, that this is exactly when the VWAP starts to curve down, right? We hit that high, we're unable to hit the high, unable to hit the high, and that last blue candle where we're unable to hit that high, that's where we get the red dot, and that's where we come down. So I guess all this time I've been blabbing my mouth about about how, and this potentially looks pretty bearish too right here, guys. Unless this VWAP changes its tune, right, and gets a little bit excited, potentially this could be a good yeah. So whoever was contemplating the short here, we don't see a divergence, but we do see direction with the momentum waves at least forming. Okay. But how do we know if the divergences are going to play out? We just have to go to make sure price is at a level, make sure that we see the higher time frames and the lower time frames agreeing, and those will be the best trades. If the higher and the lower agree, those will be the best trades. Okay, like this morning, this pump that we just got, it was fast. It was a fast pump. That will only happen if, like, the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 hour, the 24 minute, the 12 minute, the 6 minute, and the 1 minute all have bullish divergences at the same time. And that's exactly what we saw. That's how you're going to catch these crazy pumps, when all the time frames have divergences at the same time. Like literally the 24 minute, the 12 minute, the 6 minute were printing, currently green dot printing divergences, and the 1 minute as price came down to this level, right? Look at this. The 1 minute as price is on the level, literally printing the divergence. The 6 minute as price came to the level, literally printing the green dot right here. The 12 minute, same deal. We come to the level, printing the green dot as we start that bounce. The 24 minute, printing the green dot, right, as we start that bounce. And so that's how you're going to catch those pamps, right? Those pamps. So let me erase some of these lines here. And should I remove this fib? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll remove that fib. I'll remove the fib, and I'll turn off my levels here. My levels. And again, y'all, so, the Discord, where I post these levels, I post TA, I even post some potential trade setups. If I have time, sometimes I don't have time to post them. You can do that by becoming a Patreon, patreon.com/Jason Casper. If you are trying to take the course, learn TA, there's a discount in the description down here. I'll pop that in the chat. 15% off coupon, chickens drinking water. Also, I do have a 10% discount on Market Cipher. Shout out to CryptoFace. The chickens are thirsty. That's the coupon you can use. Also, while I'm showing all my affiliate things, Bybit, right? Bybit, yeah, Bybit. If you need another Bybit account so you can short and long at the same time, we have the same old rewards that every other YouTuber gives you. Every single other YouTuber in the world has the same exact Bybit promotion, right? Shout out to Steve Watson, who's been shorting all week thanks to me leaving longs alone, as I think they are short-lived. Yeah, they are short-lived. Shout out, thank you, Steve, for the kind words. So Sean Singh wants to know, how much is the VIP Discord? It is $45 a month, $45 a month, and yeah, that's what it is. So, okay, Soul wants to leave a link to the Discord. I have a free Discord as well, y'all, and there's some really good traders in the free Discord too. Like really good traders. Shout out to Joe Pippin. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can get this video. If we can get this thing up to 400 likes. There's 400 people watching. If everyone likes the video, I'll do a 0.015 Bitcoin giveaway. That would be cool. Steve Watson purchased yesterday. Okay. Alroy wants to know, Jay, what do you think is better and more profitable? Very small 1 minute scalps plus compound account, or longer swings? I like to do both, my friend. Personally, I'm not a scalper, right? Oh, Johnny Vo wants to know what the course outline looks like. Augie says, take the course, it's a game changer. I recommend doing both. Shout out to Jason who took the course. It's great. Yeah, God bless you too, Jason. Diego wants to know, do I use Wolfpack anymore? I haven't really. I've been getting better at using Market Cipher, honestly. So I haven't, but it's still a good indicator. Al Royal, I think it's good to do both, man. I think it's good. I'm not a scalper. I don't have time to scalp. I'm a homesteader. I'm outside all day in the dirt. I got the dirt on my hands. I got the sun on my back. I got the sweat all over. And I don't have time to look at the charts. If I try to scalp, I end up standing there in the garden looking at my phone, which happens way too often, right? So I prefer to capitalize most on the swing trades. But if I happen to be in the bathroom, on the toilet, doing my business in the morning, right? And most of you guys don't know this, but most of the time when I post TA, I'm in the bathroom, guys, because that's one of the few times I get to sit down on a seat with a hole in it, with water underneath, right? And I get to look at a computer without any kind of distraction. So, just so you guys all know that. But if I sit down and I see some crazy opportunity like the one I just saw today, man, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that because that was a really good move. That was a really good move, and I'm happy I took it. I'm happy I took it. So it looks like, guys, we're popping up to some important, by the way, resistance right here. Look at this, right? Just draw a line here. We could see this was our resistance here, a resistance here, and now we wicked up perfect twice to it. You know, if this, let's take a look at the 12-minute, guys. You know, I wouldn't call this a divergence, a bearish divergence. Maybe, yeah, maybe we do have a hidden divergence here. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is a divergence. So we very well may come down from here, guys. Just the only thing I would want to see is, yeah, I would, you know, the bullish divergences in the higher time frames are the only things that are making me say, maybe I wouldn't take a short right here. Because, you know, this short, you know, last night we could see things toning down, right? We could see things coming down. I would want to wait it out. I personally would wait it out a little bit and see, like, if we come back up and are unable to put in the high. But, yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. Lately, I feel that for me, let's see what happens here too. Are we going to just dump? If we just dump, looks like we're dumping though, right, guys? Yeah, we had the money flow cross. It came right back to the purple. Obviously, my take profit limit order never did get filled, which is unfortunate. Whew. Isn't it crazy how much less money you have, like, in your trade if it just comes from, like, here to here? 0.4%. You're like, dang. That's okay, though. That's why we lock in profits, guys. That's why it's so important to lock in the profit. It's so important to lock it in. If you can lock in that profit, I'm good now. I'm good. I already made my money for the day. I can just relax, even though I know I won't. I'll be glued to the charts all day. It's an addiction. It's a dopamine addiction, guys. Trading is such an addiction. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You make a trade, you're good. You're like, okay, I made enough money now for the day. I can go on about my business, not think about trading. But you can't, right? Everything you do, you go to the bathroom to take a pee, pull out your phone, looking at the charts. You're like, dang, look at this. You're like, man, I got to get on my computer now. I can't just be on my phone. You go downstairs into the basement, turn on your computer. Now you're looking at the charts. And you're like, oh, let me turn on all my levels. You're like, what's going on? Do we have any divergences? You're pulling out fibs. It's half hour, 1 hour gone by. You're like, dang, I should be outside doing work. I'm neglecting my family. I'm neglecting everything. I haven't slept in 5 days. I haven't eaten in like 17 hours. What is going on? So it's an addiction, guys. It's an addiction. But I'm glad I took that trade, right? I'm glad I locked it in. Locking it in, guys. Locking in the profits. Limit out early. Move the stop loss into break even. And then it guarantees you will have more money in that account after the trade than before the trade. Okay, let's see. I'm just kidding, Jelly Bean. I'm kidding. I'm exaggerating. Michael wants to know if my missus gets mad at me for time spent trading daily. She doesn't get mad, right? But sometimes she gets a little sad, right? Because it is kind of messed up. It is kind of messed up. Sometimes, right? Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes I'll just be I'm total transparency with you guys. Sometimes, right? My wife, she's slaving away in the kitchen, cooking this amazing dinner. She texts me, dinner's ready. That's her texting voice, okay? Shout out to Memory Man. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be there in 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute, I'll be there. Thank you, Big Butts 28, for slaving away. What did she make? What did she make? She made like some awesome thing. You know, sauteed beet greens fresh from the garden, with some beans fresh from the garden, with some peas fresh from the garden. You know, and she worked hard on this, right? She's got 2 kids that she looks after all day, and she does all the work, everything. She's amazing. I don't know how she does it. I say, yeah, I'll be there in 1 minute. Guess what? It's been like an hour later, and I'm still not there. That's she doesn't get mad, but that makes her sad. So I need to stop doing that. I prefer to trade on the PC. Whoever asked that question, and also shout out to Memory Man, guys. Shout out to Memory Man. You know, seriously, check out Memory Man's YouTube channel. Check it out. The dude has some serious chops, okay? He plays drums, guitar, bass. Check him out. Check him. His full EP is available. That he put probably a lot of work into, I could tell. Being a musician, I could tell. See, look, I even commented, right? I dig the music. It's good stuff. Check it out. I'll put the link in the description. If you guys like progressive rock, instrumental progressive rock, it's really good. It's really good. Some really nice guitar tones in there. Lots of fuzz, lots of delay, pretty ambient, kind of like psychedelic a little bit, but it's really good. Very technical. Very technical. Check it out. Oh, the drums are not you, Memory Man? Well, whoever plays the drums has some serious chops. Okay, so Joram Van Dijk wants to know if any trades are coming up. So Muhammad wants to know, don't I think there's too many divergences on the higher time frames for us to dump down? That's why I'm not shorting here. You know, that's why I'm not shorting here right now. I'm still in a short, but right now I'm not looking to enter a short right here. I'm not looking to enter a short right now. And if I miss a dump, I miss a dump. That's fine. I'm already short from a higher level. It doesn't matter. But I'm really glad I caught this pump, guys. This is epic. This was an epic pump. Was this not epic? Man, 2.8%. That is just something that doesn't happen these days. That does not happen these days. But really, I caught 2 trades. I came in here and probably I like limited out some and closed the trade probably down here. Then I got in again right in here once we got the second dot printing on the 1 minute. Because I'm locking it in, guys. These longs. You guys know how these longs are. Like yesterday, the long we got. Where was the long? It was so funny. The funniest long in the world, where we had the divergence on the 2 hour. By the time I entered, it was already here, right? I entered while that divergence was printing, and it was a slow creep, a slow 2, 4, 6, 8 hour trade, and it was just going up so slow for like 1%. So, I locked this in early when I saw, that rocket ship blasting off the rocket ship to the moon. Shout out to Memory Man. Memory Man loves the Apollo moon missions. And, I'm like, man, I better lock in the profit early. Let's get back in the chat. Someone asked, are there any trades coming up? Oh, and by the way, guys, if we can get 400 likes, I will do the Bitcoin giveaway. So if everyone just likes the video, you have a chance. Let's just see how much money 0.05 BTC is worth right now. I'm sorry, not 0.05, 0.015. You have a chance, guys, of getting $476.85. And at the rate we're going right now, that's going to be worth way more by the end of this video, because Bitcoin is blasting off. Elon Musk has come out. He has made the announcement that his independent space company, that is absolutely independent, has nothing to do with anybody else, has just announced that SpaceX is investing in Bitcoin, and they're going to move Bitcoin mining to the moon and to Mars. They're going to do solar-powered Bitcoin mining on Mars. Okay, they've already got the rover set up. They've got the miners. They know how they're going to do it. Solid state, hard drive, GPU, all this technology. Okay, so everyone better like the video. It'll be good for your soul. And let's see. Are there any good trades coming up? Are there any good trades? No, Muhammad. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. That's all a joke, guys. Are there any good trades coming up? Wow, this is my calendar here. Interesting. Well, I did post some levels this morning in the Discord of important supports and resistances that I'm looking for. Really, obviously, the best trade we could make right now would be, if we're going to look to short, I would love to come up to the weekly, or even more so, I would love to come up to, you know, if we pull out our fib here, that daily would be super nice. We do have, you know, a 382 level right up at the weekly, so there is some confluence coming up here into the trend line, also into the fib level and the weekly level. That would be a nice short right there, right? Am I saying that's going to happen? No, but that's a good place to look for a short, is what I'm trying to say, if price happens to get up there. Right now, I don't really see any kind of levels that I would really be too interested in trading. If we pull this to this, you know, we are rejecting off the local 382 again right now. So potentially this could be your short. I'm not going to short that. But, you know, another thing is, if we turn off this fib right here, you can see we do have confluence with these fib levels. Again, the weekly is a very strong resistance. It's a 382 and a 0.65, and we've got the trend line right in this area. So in my opinion, like, one of the best areas to look for the short would be if we come up to this general zone and we got the bearish divergences printing. I would want to see like the higher time frames looking like they're going to start printing a top, right? The 4 hour is no longer printing the green dot, okay, just so everyone knows, and currently have a red dot that printed one candlestick ago. Let's take a look at the 2 hour. I would want to see, like, 2 hour green dot for me. You know, I wouldn't be shorting here. That's just me personally, guys. The VWAP on the 1 hour is looking very nice. I would want to wait for higher. That's just my own personal preference. And it's not only because of the levels, it's also because of Market Cipher, guys. Market Cipher is showing some strong upward momentum. This is the only thing that, once you start getting down to the 24-minute, this is where things start to look like pretty low tov, right? Low tov means not good in Hebrew, okay? That phrase shows up for the first time in the Bible in Genesis 2. If anybody wants to know that, where God says, it says, Vayomer Adonai Elohim lo tov heyot ha'adam levado, e'ese lo ezer kenegdo, where the Lord God said, it's not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helper opposite of him. It's basically how I would translate that if I was a Hebrew translator, which I'm not, so don't take me too seriously, right? You know, so yeah, this is looking pretty low tov, right? This is what it's like when a man is alone, right? He's drooping down. He's drooping down like that. And if we had put in a higher high here, like if we had come up a little bit higher than this past high, this would have been a massive bearish divergence, which would have been, I would have said, much more confirmation. But keep an eye, because a lot of times what will happen if the higher time frames have momentum and the lower time frames are petering out, we'll get something like this, right, where there is plenty of time to short, right? We'll consolidate a little before we come down. So maybe that's how I would enter the short there. Let's see here. Mo, shout out to Mo White TPs. The chickens are getting real thirsty. They were kind of thirsty. Shout out to Crypto Yacht, who says the universe is a snowflake falling in another universe. Yeah, I used to think about stuff like that when I was younger. Interesting thoughts. The snowflake. Leon Yosef wants to know, hey Jason, do you think that Bitcoin is the hardest asset to trade? I enjoy trading Bitcoin because for me, I don't have time to trade other assets at the moment. Yeah, this is not looking the best, guys. Look at this. We got even a little tiny Head and Shoulders right here. We've got like the tiniest Head and Shoulders print in here. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it being small, the small H and S. Well, maybe not really. But if we look on the 3-minute, right, we got this. We got our neckline right down here, maybe. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, guys. Tiny little Head and Shoulders. Got the red dot. Man, momentum just coming down. We're unable to come up above that 382. Unable. But at the same time, guys, at the same dang time, you know, this could be a bull flag. This could be a bull flag, right? Could be. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm long. I'm not comfortable shorting just yet. If I miss it, I don't care. I do not care. I'm not trying to take a trade. Let's see what happens actually at this 382. Are we going to reject perfectly again? Woof. Look at that. Look at that rejection. Perfect rejection, guys. Oop, here we go. The 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute. Ooh, coming up a little bit above. Let's zoom in just on this one little candlestick. Let's see what's happening here. Come on, 1 minute. Come on. You got this, Bitcoin. You got this. It's like watching the corn grow outside. Hey, my corn got eaten by a deer. I had a whole little patch of corn. I come out here one morning and it's all chopped down. Yeah, look at this. This is some important resistance right here, guys. This is what happened to my corn. This is what happened to my corn overnight one night. This is what happened to it. Okay, so I planted more. I planted a little bit more. It started to grow, but then it started out blue, but then it turned purple. Right? Got some wicks on the candles. Man, this is so crazy. That's a very good resistance right there. We can see clearly this resistance is being respected. It's being respected. RESPECT. I drank so much I have to pee. You guys know that song? Let's see. Shout out to Super Googly. Thanks for the super chat, bro. He says, fib time. It's always fib time. The Flav eats deer. Yeah, I'm going to eat that deer. You know what? I wanted to shoot that deer. I wanted to shoot it so bad. And do you know why I did not shoot it? I did not shoot it because Big Butt's 28, right? She has too much compassion. Too much. And the thing is, that deer just had 2 baby fawns, right, in our yard, in our property, in the woods, right? Because we're chilling on about 6 acres. 2 of those acres are completely wooded. So the deer had baby fawns, and Big Butt's 28 just had a baby fawn, and so she felt so bad for those babies. She said it was a good reminder of her that the Lord will sustain the mother and the baby. So now I just have to sit there and let all the corn get eaten. But here's the thing, guys. If the fecal matter comes into contact with the revolving apparatus, which I feel like it's about to, currently is, right, then I would shoot that deer. Absolutely, because I'm not going to... Here, the ultimate rebellion, guys, against the system is homesteading. Homesteading, becoming self-sufficient, self-reliant, being able to produce your own food, right? Everything people do in life. Why do you have a job? Why do you have a car? So I can go to my job. Why do you have a job? So I can buy food. Well, what if you didn't need to buy food, right? What if you didn't have to be a slave to the system because you could produce it all yourself? Right? That's the ultimate rebellion against the system. That's why we're into cryptocurrency, right, guys? That's why we're into crypto, right? We're against the system, right? We're into self-autonomy, right? Peer-to-peer. No middleman, right? So that's why I do what I do. And, if I was in a position where I actually was unable, if the supply chain got destroyed, right? There's so many rumblings about things going on. I want to be able to provide for my family. So if this was in a real situation where I was completely reliant on my own corn to eat and live, then I would absolutely shoot that deer, and I would eat the corn, and I would eat the deer. Oh, Crypto Yacht brings up a good point, though. That's true. That's true, Crypto Yacht, because the thing is, I wouldn't starve. No, I would have this. I would have this to eat. Yes, good point, Crypto Yacht. Shout out to Crypto Yacht. Billy C wants to know, are there any coupon codes for the course? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, Leon. Okay, so Billy, there's discount codes in the description. Okay, discount codes in the description for Market Cipher, for the course, for Bybit, and link to the private Discord. I enjoy trading Bitcoin because it's for me is the easiest asset to trade, because I spend so much time looking at the chart. I know the levels so well that it doesn't take me much time to do TA. Like as many of you know who've been around the Discord for a long time, I was trading lots of different altcoins. In the winter, I have more time to look at charts all day because I'm not outside. And the truth is, guys, for me, if I'm not really just submersed in the chart for an asset, I don't trade it as well. I need to know how that certain asset moves. With Bitcoin, I just know how it moves so well. It's just so easy for me to trade. And then Ethereum is like my second asset, where a lot of times, I'll enter an ETH trade along with a Bitcoin trade. But I enjoy trading Bitcoin. Even though the percent moves are smaller, I'm just so comfortable with it. And for me, it works, right? For me, it works. And everyone's got to do their own thing. In the winter, I'm going to be really focusing on stepping it up, trading different altcoins. I know the altcoins are going crazy right now, guys. But I'm primarily a Bitcoin trader, and this range has been very profitable. For me. There's been a lot of good trades on here. There's been so many good longs and shorts from this little area here, and for me, there's no reason to stop trading it because I'm so busy. Shout out to Noel, who's long on Link. Good job. Shout out to Billy C. Thanks, Billy C. Oh, Ace of Spades. Okay. Ace of Spades, I will check your message on Patreon. If the Discord doesn't work for you guys on Patreon, first of all, you have to have a Discord account. Second of all, you have to connect your Discord account through Patreon, and it will assign you the role. If it doesn't work, you can join the free Discord, reach out to one of us, reach out to the mods. They can help. And but I will reach out to you, Ace of Spades, and get you settled. Shout out to Leslie's Castillo. Thanks for being here. Josh wants to know if I have a profit goal per day that I strive to earn. I do, Josh. I do, but I don't even enter a trade every day. So really, for me, it's over like the course of a week, where I do have a specific goal where there's a certain amount that I to be comfortable, I would like to have, and of course I don't get that every week. I don't, and that's okay. It's okay. But yes, I do. I do have a certain amount that I strive for. But it's important, guys. Here's the thing: if you are striving for a certain dollar or percentage amount, every day, every week, I feel like that can set you up for failure, because a lot of times you just have to take what the market will give you. A lot of times you just have to take what the market will give you. You will find that if you're focused on the money, it's harder to trade. Instead, I like to focus on the TA. I like to focus on the TA. I like to focus on doing my analysis, and it's fun when your analysis is right, I guess. And I get more excitement out of coming up with a plan and executing it, and I get more excitement out of seeing a good entry and taking it and it working out well, like what just happened here. I'm more stoked that the chart looks like this and I longed here than I am of the money I made, I guess you could say. Right? Because I do enjoy this very much. Shout out to Jellybean. Shout out to Cody Crossman. Did I join the Pulse Chain Sacrifice? Never did that. I don't know what that is. Vet fake out of lower trend line draw from May 19th. I don't know, Super Googly. I mean, I could check it out for your sake, bro. But like I said, I haven't really looked at VeChain in a long time, man. I mean, this... I mean, I haven't looked at this in a long time, Super Googly, so any analysis I give you right now is going to be totally, like, off the cuff. But, let's see. I mean, it looks like we are getting a bounce off the trend line, man. Let's go down to some lower time frames here. You know, I don't see, well, I guess you could say we do have some divergences, some slight divergences on the 4 hour. The 2 hour, we do have this hidden div right here, right? We got it going on right there. So, I mean, obviously the entry was, would have been down in this area. The 1 hour, yeah, the entry would have been like down in here in my mind. But the divergences are there. I mean, yeah, the divergences are there for sure, and like, the entry, for me probably would have been like on this candle. Let's take a look at the 12 minute. Let's take a look at the 3 minute. I mean, this is a massive bearish divergence on the 3 minute right here. And money flows crossing back under. So, looks like we're in the same boat as we are with the Bitcoin, I guess. But I personally would not long this right here. I wouldn't long it right here. That's just me. I really don't like getting moves halfway through the move, right? I like to be in the beginning. That's how I get most of my trades. The early bird gets the worm. And the chickens who are up early, well, they don't get anything different than if they slept in. They're domesticated. Leon Yosef told his girlfriend that he's a swinger and forgot to explain her that he means trading. You gotta explain, man. You gotta explain. You always gotta clarify. Oh, CryptoFace just jumped in? Yeah, okay. I have to check it out, man. Let me just make a little tab right here. Pulse chain. Oh, it's a hex thing? Interesting. The second mouse gets the cheese, though. That's true. That's so true, Murfish. Mark Will says, Jason, if you only did 3 lifts, what would they be? You know, man, it would have to be the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. It would have to be those 3, the big 3. And if I didn't have a bench, it would be the squat, the deadlift, and the overhead press. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, those 3 lifts, I mean, the deadlift really does, it works the traps, it works the lats. The squat, I mean, come on. And then the bench press is a great upper body movement. I mean, if I hate only having 3, I would love to put in some bent over rows. Some bent rows in there. If I could do 4. 4 would be my you know. But whatever. Sean 8 says, I forget you're absolutely swole. I'm a little bit swole, guys. Super Googly wants to know, would deadlifting make your waist thick? Well, here's the thing, Super Googly. By the way, guys, I guess we're digressing here now. So if you're here for the TA, I guess we're going to get into some waist thickness. But, no, I don't think so. I think your waist thickness is totally based on your what was that called? Your hip muscle bones, right? Your pelvis. Is that what it is? Your pelvis? Let's take a look. All right. Human skeleton. So your waist thickness is based on these bones right here, man. You're not going to get a thicker waist by working your abs and your core. You're not. Like, maybe a little bit, but nothing too significant. I feel like, if you can maintain leanness, you're still going to have a nice. I mean, I have a very thick waist. I have wide hips. I don't have a good V taper. I do not. I have wide hips. But here's the thing: if you can build up your lats, build up your shoulders, then you can still make it seem like you've got a V taper, even if you don't really. Like, this is me right now. You can tell I have wide hips. You could see I have wide hip bones, right? But my shoulders, my lats, they make up for it. So that's what you got to do. And I deadlift a lot, man. I deadlift a lot. And I squat a lot, beltless. And when you're doing beltless deads, beltless squats, that's gonna really build up your core muscles, right? So I don't think it makes your waist thick, man. I really don't. That's just me. If I was an exercise guru, then that's what I would say. Short some deep 45 squats, says Mo White TPs. Crypto Yacht is an alien, from the Snowflake universe. Noel sees the bullish divergences. Yes, I have birthing hips, J-Boy Bullish. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Captain Yacht is a reptilian. Alex toe is long on my deadlift. I have a pretty strong deadlift, guys. Not like my brother. My brother could deadlift 725 when he was 18 years old. 725 pounds. My max deadlift ever is 585. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy, right? Oh, yes, Michael, man. I always get the feeling to make a grilled cheese. Every single day. Every single day. Peace out, Mac Will. Thanks for being here. Westside Jr. traded the double bottom in the 30-minute chart. I think I could bench Carl from the Moon. Let's check him out. Carl from the Moon. Yeah, I think I could bench him. And guys, this is me when I was in high school. This is me with pigtails. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? You know, this is before. Just so everyone knows, this is before I transitioned, right? It's tough. It's tough growing up. Never mind. I'm not gonna wax that way, guys. I'm not gonna wax that way. Randy Rond Howe wants to know if I played any sports in high school. Hey, you know what's funny? No, I did not play any sports in high school. Do you know what I did play? I played the French horn in marching band, you know? And I played music. That's all I did in high school. I was a pure musician. I was in bands, played guitar. I was in jazz band. I played first trumpet in jazz band. I played French horn in marching band, in the orchestra, in wind ensemble. What else did I do? Played a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Yep, the Pokemon Red emulator. Yeah, I should do a face cam, right? Yeah, I should. I'm gonna work on a green screen, guys. I'm gonna work on a green screen. Matthias, could I record some trumpets for you? I probably could. Like, the thing is, you know what? This is weird. Like, if there's any trumpet players out there, you guys know that, well, it's weird, right? So you guys know how hard it is to build your chops up on the trumpet, right? Like, I remember the first time I could play the triple C. It was like a huge ordeal, right? A big ordeal. Any trumpet players, you guys know. That triple C is a big deal. All right, Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, see, like, if we are coming down, we're gonna consolidate a little bit, and we'd want to see the yeah. It looks like, you know, we could potentially either bull flag or come down. So the triple C, I remember the first time I could hit that, I felt like a beast, right? But for some reason, I don't play the trumpet regularly anymore. But whenever I do pick one up, I can hit the highest notes. I can play like a triple G. I can play like a G above the high C. I don't know how that's possible. Like, my chops have gotten better. Maybe it's from like trading so much where you're clenching your mouth muscles because you're getting liquidated all the time. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll record some trumpet. If you give me a trumpet, I don't have one. All I have is a shofar. All I have is a shofar and a guitar. Shout out to Liviu S. Barta, who bought the course 5 days ago. Absolutely brilliant. 4 hours printing another green dot. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh man, this dude now, he can play the craziest notes, right? He can play the most amazing, highest trumpet notes. Oh, what was that one song that his last name is Ferguson, right? The Flav. Yeah, you guys should all hit up BitBoy and tell him to have Jason Casper on Around the Blockchain. You know? Yeah, there are going to be new updates on the course. I'm always going to be updating it, right? What's a Maynard? Let's see. He's a trumpet player. This is him. He's really good. You can tell by the face, right? You can tell by that face. He's one of the best. One of the best. Six-hour has green dot and VWAP crossing up. Shout out to Marcel. Yeah, thanks guys for being here. Wow, nice. You saw him in concert. That's awesome. Interesting that Bybit's now offering spot trading. Interesting. Wynton Marsalis, yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, what up, Crypto Precision? And guys, also Crypto Yacht, man. Crypto Yacht, go subscribe to his channel because his channel got deleted by YouTube. I don't know why. They did something dumb to him. Wait, do you even have a channel anymore, Crypto Yacht? It's gone again, bro? Is your channel really gone again? Wait a second. Oh, you know what? I wonder if Wait a second. I don't see Crypto Yacht's channel anymore. That's unretarded. That's not politically correct to say. Huh. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, cool. It's Crypto Yacht, rocking the blue and purple. Go subscribe to Crypto Yacht's channel, guys. He's been having some issues, right? Dude's been having some issues. Wait a second. Am I even still? Oh, dang. Am I even live right now? Yeah, I'm still live, right? Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. I was not on any YouTube channel yesterday, guys, because Tom Crown, he wasn't feeling well, so we had to reschedule it. Spot trading is not margin trading. It means you actually own the crypto. So if you're going to buy Bitcoin and then sell it for a profit, you're actually going to hold Bitcoin and then sell it for cash and have more cash than when you started, as opposed to margin trading, where everything is being loaned to you by the exchange. You don't actually have the Bitcoin, right? If you're longing Bitcoin on Bybit, you don't actually have the Bitcoin that you're putting on the trade, right? You're just purchasing contracts that are allegedly worth that much Bitcoin, right? You cannot. It's different. It's different. Yeah, Leroy Tan. I want to have Joe Pippin on the channel, right? We're talking about that, and he's going to. We're gonna get things once he gets some things in together over there. We're gonna get on the show together. Johnny Vote, is there a point of looking at the 6 hour at all? I would say yes. I would say absolutely there is, and here's why. Oh, and also it looks like my take profit was hit. Let's just look at the 6 hour, right? We get a green dot on the 6 hour here. What happens? What happens after the 6 hour prints? Up 3.6%. Let's take a look over here. What happens after the 6 hour prints? Up 9%, right? Now, there could be a lot of volatility in these times. Like, check this out. The 6 hour prints green. We come down 11%, but then we eventually end up, 12. We eventually end up 9%. So, yeah, there's significance to it. Of course, we just had a money flow cross under, but even still back here, we just had a money flow cross under the 6 hour green dot prints, and we come up a massive negative 20%. Right? All right, guys, I actually do have to head out here, but let's take a look just real quick. See if there's any good things going on. It looks like we are about to come down a little bit. We'll have to see. We'll really have to see. If we put in another bearish div, guys, where we pump up above here and the momentum stays lower, then, really consider maybe we're coming down a little bit more. We've got a green dot in the 12-minute. Let's see what happens, guys. I'm still long. Wonder how high my long is right now. Sweet. My take profit order did get filled. That's cool. That's cool. I'm up about 50% on my long right now. Yeah, it was a good entry. Stoked. All right, guys. Well, I do pray that the Lord blesses all of you. I do not trade on Saturdays because it is Shabbat. It's the Sabbath day. It's a day where I spend time with family and fellowship with the Lord. And so I do pray that all of you are blessed. So receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevorechecha Adonai v'yishmarecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael, which in English means, may the Lord bless you, and may He guard you, and may He cause His face to shine light upon you, and may He have grace upon you. And may the Lord lift up His face upon you and give you wholeness and peace. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel, amen. And yeah, Lord willing, I will see all y'all on Sunday. Going to do the VIP TA live stream on Monday at 10 a.m. And yeah, I'll keep everyone posted, throughout the day. If I see anything on the charts, I'll be posting in the Discord. All right.